little bit more room. Hey, thumb on the football, and a big man scrambling.
Action pass to him. He fires to the top. One-handed catch.
Buchanan Simons is open. Breaks the tackle. This is going to be a 70-yard touchdown. Buchanan Simons. Over the top, and that might be the most impressive interception all day. What a shoot!
Breaking through a tackle.
Oh no!
What a ridiculous sequence of events.
He's got Heath McDaniel Jr. inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Carolina!
The kick is blocked from Zuderveld. It's loose.
How? What?
You're looking at a live shot of Tulsa, Oklahoma. A beautiful downtown, and within that downtown area is Greenwood District Stadium, where the Tulsa Desperados welcome the Houston Hyenas to town. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Colin Northrup. Rick Northrup is on color. How you doing, Rick?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the convention.
We're live from League City, Texas, home of the SFL convention, and we got everybody interested in this game between these two teams, looking to maintain their current trajectories. Houston 2-0, Tulsa 1-1. Here we go.
Colin, we want to let everybody know the Rick Meter has made the trip down to Houston, withstanding the heat and humidity, ready to predict this game. The Rick Meter predicting games correctly mostly for the last 4 seasons.
Well, we had to toss of the coin as the captain's meet. There's DR Sim. He'll call it for Houston. It's in the air. It is tails, and Tulsa will elect to put their defense on the field first and face rookie quarterback Dave Burr. I'm so excited as JT Delaney is all set to tee this off. We get a hand in the air. The folks live at League City. Kick it. We're underway. The return coming out a yard deep in the end zone up the middle. Now he cuts to the left, trying to make a spin move, and Greg Corky knocked down at the 24-yard line. He'll be first and 10 for Houston. Rookie quarterback, third-round draft pick, Dave Burr, 6'7", 222 pounds. His running back is Warren Murray. Number 21, wide receiver is Kyle Fenimore. Number 10, DR Sim, number 80, the Hall of Famer. Greg Corky, number 88, tight ends Randy Pierce and Steven Walker. First and 10 in a shotgun look, a back flanking either side of Burr. He's back to throw. Sets, fires, and he passes, and it's caught by DR Sim. And he's on his way to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Houston! The doctor makes a house call on the first play of the game.
And that's how you open our game, Colin. First play from scrimmage, and he takes it to the house.
He just ran by everyone. Torres couldn't catch him. And by the time Thornton tried to come over, it was too late. Sonny J, the first-round pick, yes. The first-round pick is the kicker, number 14, to try the extra point. With 10:46 to go in the opening stanza. And the Houston Hyenas are on the board. The extra point is up and through, and the crowd at Greenwood District Stadium is stunned in silence while the convention hall is buzzing over what they just saw.
Stunned indeed, as the Houston Hyenas looking to impress the hometown crowd here in League City.
I talked to Damon Simeon before the game. He said he wanted to take the pressure off his young quarterback, not go deep. And what they do the first play, they go deep. Here's the kick from Jay. Back to Gabriel Manning. Manning fields it about his 5. Up the middle. Spins off one man. He's got room. Spins off a second and gets knocked down at the 39. And that's where JQ and the rest of the offense will start.
A very Rick Meter satisfying set of spin moves. Produces extra yardage there.
Sanzo Robinson is the tailback, number 20. Stephen McMichaels is the fullback, number 33. Wide receivers Corey Jones, DJ Hume, Gabriel Manning, of course, and tight end is Jason France. We'll go over to Houston defense after this play. It's a 1st and 10, and off to Sanzo Robinson, who gets stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Sanzo checks in at 6'2", 225. 7th season in the league, Colin.
Frank Stackhouse recording the TFL rookie defensive tackle, 3rd round pick. Julius Maximus is the defensive end. Chris Joseph joins him on the other side. Pick up from London in free agency previously, where he spent time as Robinson. Finds a hole, make it 3rd and 9, and look at this Tulsa offense. They only convert 54% on 3rd downs, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and 9 here from their own 41.
Generous call there, as you say. Finds a hole for all of 1 yard.
Press coverage from the Hyenas as the bunch look to the top 4. The Desperados, JQ, is back to throw for his first pass attempt of the day. Has a clean pocket. It's a run, but down he goes.
Ouch.
It's sack time. Alex Perez, the inside linebacker.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark physically and emotionally. Little smack dance there from number 55.
And Tulsa will be forced to kick on their first possession. Not the way they wanted to start the game.
We'll see where Houston ends up with this.
The return by Corky tried to spin, but Torres had other ideas. It brings him down at the 32. Chris Andrews is the defensive end for Tulsa. Berto Demora is the other. Jaden Smith is the defensive tackle. It's a brand new linebacking core. Miles Gibson, the rookie, 1st round pick. Philadelphia Collins, the 2nd round pick at outside. And his mate is Carson Miller. We'll go through the DBs after this play as Burr is in the shotgun. He's back to throw, swings it out to Warren Murray. Murray with a spin move, 2 spin moves, and a 2, and a broken tackle. He picks up the 1st down to the 42. What a run after the catch by Murray.
Murray with a manly advancement of the ball for a 1st down. You know, one of the issues, Colin, that we've been, or storylines that we've been looking at is Tulsa has, I believe, 8 rookies on the squad, all 22 plus the kicker. They've got 3 on defense, including 1 inside linebacker and an outside linebacker.
The front 7 is definitely young, but it's one of the strengths of this defense as Burr goes over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Fed, but it fell through his hands. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 42.
Yeah, you'd expect the Tulsa secondary to try and confuse Burr, who himself is a rookie, 3rd round pick.
And for this Tulsa defense, they only had 3 takeaways in a year. Turnover differential -2.
I'm predicting the deep post to DR Sim.
Then they go tight to go to Murray, but that's not going to work as they lose 2 yards back to the 40. Swift on the TFL along with other teal-clad defenders as Tulsa's wearing their all-teal uniforms today. Houston wearing the black helmets with black pants and white jerseys.
I guess everybody on the field was expecting a run on that play.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the top of your screen as Barr's in the shotgun. And the man they call the iceberg slant over the middle. Greg Corky almost got the 1st down. He got 11, needed 12.
Close, but no cigar.
It'll be 4th and 1, and Brian Adams on the punt for Tulsa. Oh, the offense stays on the field for the moment. Let's see if this turns into a staring contest.
The ritual burning of a timeout.
3 men in the backfield. Happy blitz look from the Desperados.
2nd in fame, only to a Viking funeral pyre, as there goes a first half timeout.
Notice the rookie didn't let the play clock wind all the way down. It was about 15 when he called the timeout.
Yeah, he could have had them try and hold their water a little bit longer. Again, one of the things we're taking a look at is rookies. There's 3 rookies, I believe, on the Houston side. So a decent amount of rooks here on the field. May see maybe more than the usual miscues. We don't know.
Here's the punt. Oh, it's nearly blocked. And Manning has to call a fair catch at around his 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Desperados.
Oh, the Desperado D holds there after giving up the giant scoring play in the first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at 15. 7:32 to go in the opening stanza. Houston in front 7-0. Tulsa looking to respond. They'll start out of the shotgun with Jason France to the right side of the quarterback, JQ. He's back to throw, fires it deep down the field, and it's going to be intercepted. That's Ethan Kine up at 31, and he's going to return this one all the way back to the 13-yard line. And the veteran strong safety who serves as the defensive mastermind picked that one out of the air.
Ethan Kai shows some skills with the ball. Nice catch as he reaches back behind himself and bumbles and stumbles his way down. Again, looking good.
Cornerbacks for the Hyenas include Nane Lehigh, Marco Swift, who's here in attendance, Ethan Kai, who made the interception. Free safety is Brady Clark, Josh Rowe, and Mike Jones are the strong safeties, both rookies. Barr is back to throw out of a 3-wide set, pumps, throws to the corner, and that could have been real trouble. Julian Valier. That's Torres almost had the interception there, number 31.
And there's one of those potential mistakes, or just his rookiness is showing. I'm not sure why you'd have a pump fake down on the goal line and then throw into double coverage.
Hey, Cameron Shaw tried to grab that out of the air with one hand. He had the initial deflection. It'll be 2nd down. No harm, no foul.
And he stared him down the whole time. Boys and girls, when you're on the goal line like that, look the other way before you pivot and throw to your intended number 1. Am I right?
You are correct. They go split backs, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver to the bottom of Sim. They turn, get to Murray. Murray trying to spin through the hole. Will pick up 4 yards down to the 9-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6. Chris Andrews talking a little smack to Murray there as he jogs back to the huddle.
Well, they did make Murray look funny as he appeared to be a ping pong ball back and forth as he gets through the line.
4 wide receivers overall, 3 to the top of the screen as Burr's in the gun.
Wait, my gratuitous color guy comment. They can get a
they
first
throw,
down.
And Sim catches his 2nd touchdown
And that's it.
of the day. It's 13-0.
Numero dos for DR Sims.
So he goes short and he goes long distance. They go the slant cut right in front of the DB. No chance.
I was just going to say that was almost indefensible there with that alignment that Tulsa had. We're fortunate enough to have Damon Simeon here in front of us.
Along with Marco Swift. Interesting dynamic as his brother Jaden is the defensive tackle for Tulsa, so it's a bit of a sibling dynamic going on as the extra point is up and good. With 6:46 to go, it's 14-0, Houston in front.
I'm not sure anybody thought this was where we would be at 6:46 mark in the first quarter. Am I right? Am I right? Good on Houston. Tulsa needs to get it together. They'll have another chance. JQ's a good quarterback with some weapons.
Here's the kick to Manning, who fields it at his 5, and Manning gets racked up at about a 25, but we have a flag down. Let's check the flag first.
There's a flag on the play. You know, when there's a flag, usually somebody did something wrong.
Oh, and the referee had his back turned, but we could see it was offensive holding on a reserve defensive lineman, number 97 for the Desperados, Romo.
Little coaching moment for R62. Look in the camera that has the red light on. The red light is your friend.
So that moves the ball back to the 15. A 10-yard penalty. And already the Desperados are behind the 8-ball. 4-3 defense from Houston. A shift to the bottom side where France is lined up as they get to Sanzo Robinson. They go the opposite way, and Sanzo, with his best run of the day so far, picks up 6 yards.
Very serviceable run. It'd be nice if they can get that going a little bit. It'll help open things up for JQ.
It's also only averaging 65 rushing yards a game coming in. And for Houston defensively, they're giving up 103 rush yards per game. Oh, they cross up, give the fullback Stephen McMichael. He only manages to pick up about maybe a yard or two. The former Hyena, who had a stopover in San Diego last year, before coming back to Tulsa, gets hit there by Brody Gulch. The outside linebacker, Zed Markov, is the other outside backer, and that completes the starting defensive lineup for Houston. 3rd and 2, JQ back to throw, throws out.
There you go.
Nice catch by Manning, who gets tackled now by Kai at the 31, but not before a move of the chains.
That's Desperados' first down. Don't look now. But here come your Tulsa Desperados. All right, what you calling now, Colin?
2 receivers to the bottom. Single back is Robinson, a line to the right. Blitz being shown by the Hyenas off the left side. Play action by Q. Goes down the middle, and it's caught for the first down by France to the 45. And oh, Jason France took a big hit back there from Brady Clark, but it's okay.
A well-executed play. Maybe the 3rd one in the row for Tulsa.
Cross them up with the first play action. There's France. He's on the sideline as they go 3 wide. With backs flanking either side of Q and J. Oh, we almost threw an interception to Alex Perez. Looking for Corey Jones, and that could have been real dangerous.
And that was close. So far, JQ's making maybe the less sharp quarterback of the two in the early duel. Oui, mon ami.
They came out in the same formation as on first down. Starting at a nickel defense from Houston is Q. He takes the snap. It's a high one. Corrals. Throw. Oh, nearly the same result, same area.
Wow, two on this drive. Woulda, coulda, shoulda been picked. JQ's got to remember he's not going to tie this game up in one play. They just need to put a drive together here. 3rd and 10. It's not looking good.
They go from the shotgun. This time they go 4 wide. So they had an extra receiver to take out McMichael. Q is back to throw. Has a clean pocket to throw from. Fires deep on the post. It's intercepted this time. It's Brady Clark.
Brady Clarkey with an E. Picks this one off.
Just playing center field looking for Hume.
There's film study right there. He knows where that ball is intended to go. He just sinks back in there, turns around, and look what he found. Well, at this point, the staff from the Rick meter is itching to make a call. We usually don't have one here in the first quarter, but Tulsa is not showing much to the Rick meter staff. As we know, the teams play for the glory of the Rick meter. So
here's the throw to the fullback out of the backfield, and he is wrapped up almost immediately by the Grand Rapids, Michigan native Miles Gibson, the rookie inside linebacker, for a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
How do you know that Grand Rapids native stuff?
Well, it's in the media guide.
Oh, man. Which he read once and now has memorized, so.
3 wide receivers two to the bottom as Burrs back to throw. Jay Burrs steps up, fires, and it is caught by Randy Pierce for a first down to the 46.
Randy, that's fun to say.
As we take a look at it here, as the second-year tight end just outruns the linebacker coverage, finds a spot in between the zone, and there's the ball.
You know, they say the tight end is your friend.
Split backs, 3 wide receivers. Press coverage from the Tulsa DBs as they line up in what appears to be a nickel 3-3 defense. Spurs back to throw, sidearms this one, and the doctor catches that one and moves the chains for the first down. He's got 3 receptions, 98 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
That's just sick. At the 3:24 mark in the first quarter.
Now DRSM lined up tight to the wing in a split back formation. Burr will throw this time. He'll throw it out to the second tight end. Stephen Walker out on a little flare pass, picks up 9.
Look at that. DR Sim goes out and throws a couple of blocks on that play. He's an all-purpose dude.
Look at the catch by Walker, 6'7", 265. Tough to bring down with just one guy, so 2 needed that time.
2 hands on the ball.
First and 10. Pickup of 9. Now they go 2 tight ends to the same side. Offset formation as Murray sweeping wide picks up the first down and a little bit more for his troubles as he gets tackled at the 28.
Tulsa had that defended very well, and Houston still almost stuck it to him on that. But they recover and stop him.
Look at the numbers from Dave Burr, 146 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, both the DR Sim. He's under center. Turns, gets to Murray. Murray, man, almost immediately in the backfield and swallowed up for a loss of 2. Gibson along with McHenry, they're on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 12. Second and 12, ball on the 30. They're well within Sonny J range.
Sonny J, another rookie on the field today.
Here's the throw out to Pierce. He gains the 2 yards they lost.
Colin, is my brain leaking out of my ear or something? I do not like these swing passes to the sideline. They're not run correctly. They're not thrown on time.
I apologize,
Newton
folks.
Law takes
he needs his old man yells at cloud moment at least once per game. This is the 3rd and 10.
How much
with
more of this do I
trips
have
to
to
the
watch?
top as Dave Burr steps up, lobs this one, and it was nearly intercepted on the play by number 21, Nate Hetzlaff.
And it's 4th down only because they wasted the play on that throw to the sideline. They didn't run the route correctly. They threw it too late. Well, Newton's Law takes over. The guy goes out of bounds. Nothing. You got nothing?
And Sonny J to attempt what appears to be. They're going to spot this at the 35.
We have 45 yada. If he makes it, be wicked awesome, eh? Oh, high snap.
They get the ball down, and the young man's kick from 45 is good.
Plenty of leg. Plenty of leg. I like it.
And this rookie's excited. He made his first field goal today, and what a job by the holder, the backup quarterback, Barry Burgess.
And that makes it a 3-score game. Are we counting scoring and possessions yet? Already still in the first quarter? Yikes.
17-0 to score. 1 minute, 22 seconds left in the first.
Let's hope JQ has been looking at some of the Polaroids on the sideline. Polaroids, do they even still have Polaroids? He's got to sharpen up his reads and his throws.
Manning on the return from the 5, breaks the tackle, and goes down at the 28.
Well, Tulsa will reset here, still in the first quarter. find themselves down 17-0. They've generated a couple of first downs, but nothing else really to write home about. Oh, they are already home. They are already home. Tucker good or better.
Shotgun formation for Q. 2 receivers to the top. Here's the pass out to Robinson out of the backfield, and Sanzo will pick up 5 yards. Solid first down play there. Big tackle made by, I believe that was Marco Swift.
Yeah, and Swift with a good read there. I watched at the snap, Houston sank all their linebackers back into coverage. I thought that was the right call, and it was going to pick up more yardage than it did, but Swift recovers quickly and closes, pops him for a gain of 5.
Press coverage from Houston as the linebackers shift over. Q back to throw, has to throw on the run. Ooh. Catch made by France. He could have had the first down had he been going straight ahead, but instead he went sideways.
Or even falling down forward. Hello? Hello?
3rd and 1 as we're under a minute to go in the
flag
first.
Football coach from 4th grade called. He says, fall forward.
I formation, 2 tight ends, balanced line. The single receiver is Manning. JQ, quick drop over the middle to the other tight end for the first down, number 89, Will Danderson.
Undeterred, JQ delivers a little pitch over the middle for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. 70-0, Houston out in front. This crowd at League City has had some exciting moments to watch. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
The Rick meter will not be heckled. Just want to, I don't know if you picked that up on the broadcast, but the crowd's a little rowdy. I've heard the bar is open, so we got to deal with that.
As we start the second quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 for 42.
There we go.
Deep pass down the field, and Corey Jones, after getting 2 targets, finally hauls in his first pass to start this quarter at the 32.
And that's as pretty as you please football play.
Look, he ran a little lob route. Kai had perfect position, but Jones was just able to get past Kai. He was able to use his big frame to haul that pass in. There are the numbers for Q. They're not pretty, but he can still improve on them like he did that last throw. Split back. Back to throws Q. Sideline pattern to Jones. He picks up 3.
Yeah, that's good if you needed 2 yards for a first down. Come on.
I'm always of the belief that even if you pick up a yard on first down, that's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. That's true. 1 is greater than 0, or some minus whole integer.
JT Delaney in the Twitch chat says, at least we are in field goal range.
Are you?
You are indeed correct, sir.
Let's see.
This would be a 47-yarder from this very spot. As Q's back to throw.
Uh-oh.
Down the field, knocked away. Kai got the better one that time.
Who was that
He was
man?
once again looking for Corey Jones, number 13.
Wow. Well, despite the disrespect that the Rick meter has been shown by the crowd here at the convention, we will get a read here at the end of this Tulsa possession, however it ends.
We got a bunch formation to the bottom, press coverage from Houston.
Guaranteed the Rick meter's never going to point to London for a while.
They have 2 safeties back as Q is back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes back at up 35. That might have taken him out of field goal range. As Perez makes his 2nd sack of the day. Whoa, what a back-breaking missed opportunity for the Desperados as they are now forced to punt instead of kick for 3 points.
Yeah, somebody in the chat spoke too soon. Hashtag not in field goal range.
And the punt is away from Tulsa. The fair catch called by Greg Corky at his own 11.
The Rick meter wants to say congratulations to London on a thrilling victory earlier today. Just kidding about not ever picking you guys again in the future. Great game, fun to watch. Oh, and this just in from the Rick meter. Excuse me. Oh, it is no surprise, Lean Houston. Our first read of the Rick meter today is Lean Houston. Yeah.
Empty shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top. Burr throws on the slant cut, and that is Randy Pierce. Hauls in another pass to the 27. That's good enough for first and plenty more.
Randy Pierce, again, just a nice possession receiver. He can block, he can catch, he can pass protect when needed, he can do it all.
Their tight ends are very flexible. Both are big in terms of height and size. Pierce is 6'5", 243. Walker 6'7", 265. That's like having an extra offensive lineman on the field every single play.
The only thing is they're both kind of ugly.
Here's Murray on the carry, and Warren Murray goes backwards. He lost 4. Back to the 23, and McHenry again, the defensive tackle playing next to Jaden Swift. Makes a big play. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Little known fact, DR Sim was voted the best looking man on the Houston team.
Here's Burr back to throw, 3-step drop down the field, complete, and that is Randy Walker. That is Stephen Walker.
Which Walker is it? Is that Walker Texas
Stephen
Ranger?
Walker. Oh, is that in? Oh, a beautiful pass as Walker goes straight down the field. Tackle made by Torres, and if he didn't make that tackle, I think Walker's still running down the field.
You know how we know Walker isn't a loser? He's not named Dr. Quinn or Medicine Woman. Talladega Nights, nobody. Come on.
Shotgun look for Burr. He's back to throw. Has to. Oh, and down he goes. Furthermore, the defensive end bringing the thunder and the boom with a big sack back there.
He's falling down as he sheds the block, and he's still able, with those big tree trunk arms, to shove him to the ground, Colin.
2nd and 17. Bunch to the bottom as Burr lines up under the center. Now he changes the play. Play action. He's back to throw. It'll be a short cut to the doctor, who's now over 100 yards on just 4 catches. He's at 103.
Anybody have any Tylenol, Advil? I'm getting a headache from these routes.
Well, at least he kept the feet in bounds.
Stop it. Stop it. Yo, 3rd and 13. That's all.
Ball's on
DR
the
Sim on the
49.
post cut. You watch. Here we go.
Well, trips to the top. This is appears to be a sort of dime look press coverage. Over the middle slant. Oh, 2 yards short of the stick. Josh Fed unable to convert. It'll be 4th and 2.
On the Tulsa 40. Is it your staring contest? The ritual burning of another timeout? No, it's a punt.
Here, oh, another near block. As Manning has to call a fair catch at his 10-yard line.
That's the 2nd near block from Tulsa. Maybe we'll have some fireworks later in the game on special teams.
Hopefully we will.
Indeed.
Tulsa is backed up at their own 10. They're down by 17, and they have 6:45 to do something about it before the first half is over. They come out 1st and 10. Bunch formation to the bottom.
Look at the defensive alignment. Who's
All
dropping
11
and who's
defenders
rushing?
are on your screen. Jake Hughes goes down in a heap. He lost 5, back to the 5.
That's just a beautiful defensive call by Houston. As
Chris Joseph brought him down.
They completely confuse the Tulsa O-line.
Now they go under center. Jaden Swift covering Gabriel Manning. And it'll be a handoff to Sanzo Robinson, and Robinson rumbles up to the 13. Set up a 3rd and 7. He got good yardage considering the circumstances.
Indeed.
This will be 3rd and 7. There's Alex Perez. 2 sacks, unusual for a middle linebacker, but he's been opportunistic. Bunch formation to the top this time. Single receivers Manning against Swift. And JQ throws. Manning's direction. He got the ball as he put that at the 50 by the shirt collar as Swift saved what could have been an even bigger play from occurring.
Oh, you said shirt collar. Whew. I was worried about that. Nice play. Maybe this helps Tulsa feel a little bit better about their offense. In the gratuitous color guy comment coming up right now, we'll say Tulsa needs a score.
And not just any score, but a touchdown would be huge here.
An awesome circus catch down the field score.
And JQ underneath to Robinson. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage by Perez. And that is Leahy.
Maybe they think they can kind of spring him for a lot of yak after that, but well defended by your Houston Hyenas. We've been taking some pictures here during the broadcast because our many fan keeps asking for pictures.
Second and 10 from the 50.
Colin's mom.
Split backs. Q is back to throw underneath to Jones, but it's knocked out of his hands, incomplete. Unable to complete the process of the catch. Third and 10 from the 50. With 4:34 left to go before the first half. Big play here for these Desperados as they go trips to the top. Manning isolated to the bottom. And they go with the short outcut.
No. Stop.
You see the yardage comparison on your screen, and I think if another one of the short outs are run on a deep play like that, I think my father's going to have a heart attack.
I may have already had one.
Taking pictures during the broadcast, my father, ladies and gentlemen.
Multitasking.
The punt is away, and Greg Corky, great veteran wide receiver, fields it at his 10, turns it up over the 15, to mark him down at the 18.
Happy wife, happy life. There's a little life advice for half the populace.
First and 10 at the 18. This is 4:11 to go in the first half, and the Hyenas are firmly in control now as Dave Barr saunters up to the line of scrimmage with three guys in the backfield. Play action to the fullback, goes to the tight end on the out pattern. Beautiful play for the first down. Down to the 32, Ricky Thornton on the tackle for Tulsa.
I thought that was actually thought that was picked for a second. A considerable contingent here at the convention did as well. Did that go right through his hands? Oh my gosh!
A little bit of sleight of hand.
And just a reminder, we're riding the Rick meter at a lean Houston at this point.
There's Kyle Fenimore, number 10 in the slot. Haven't heard from him today. He's next to Sim to the top of the picture. Burr, 6-step drop, has to get rid of it and does to Corky. And Greg Corky goes to the 44 for the first down. What a catch by the veteran wide receiver.
Apparently DR Sim's done for the day, so they haven't thrown to him for a while.
As Burr crosses over the 200-yard mark.
We'll see if our sideline reporter can get a picture of him taking oxygen on the sideline.
Burr back to throw. Cut to Walker, and he had it knocked away from him, incomplete by that man, Nate Hetzlap.
DR Sim, one of the founding players, veterans in the Simulation Football League, actually started playing when the Simulation Football League wore leather helmets and no face mask.
Two receivers to the
Finally
top.
got
Fenimore in the slot.
Finally got a talk back
Deep drop
from
from
Devon.
Burr has to go underneath to Murray, and Warren Murray making it happen, breaking a couple tackles and setting up a nice 3rd and short. Rick, the whole playbook's open here.
I love it. Let's see what they can do coming down to halftime. They'd love to get another score, make it a 4-score game.
Third and 2. They give to Murray on the power, and he's only able to get a yard. Stuffed by that studly middle linebacker for Tulsa, Miles Gibson. And that defense got a huge stop. Let's see if their offense can do anything.
And a nice drive and a nice looking opportunity dies with a whimper there. As the O-line can't get their act together. Good job, Tulsa.
They'll most likely drain this down before the 2-minute warning. No, they'll punt it away. And Manning lets this go inside the 5 to the 4. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. 1:58 to go. Desperados have their full complement of timeouts with them.
Excited to see what a 2-minute drill looks like for the Desperados here in this game. Execution has been spotty for them.
They go 3 wide. They'll start with Alfonso Robinson runs over one defender and carries the second one to the 17-yard line, picks up a 1st down.
All right, surprised me.
Remember, Tulsa elected to kick to start the ball game. So that might play a little bit in their strategy here. As you see, the numbers for Sanzo, not the greatest in the world in terms of yards or carries, but that average pretty good at 6 yards exactly.
After Houston struck gold on the first play from scrimmage, Tulsa decided they wanted to go back and try and receive that opening play.
And they pick up, it's an 8-yard pickup up the middle, and so far there seems to be no sense of urgency from the Desperado attack.
The flux capacitor was not available for a redo for Tulsa, and so here they are.
Second and 2. Robinson stopped the line of scrimmage for no gain, and it looks like Tulsa is just content to go back to the locker room.
I guess so, as the Tulsa faithful are losing hair in giant chunks as they watch their team run the ball with less than 2 minutes to go in the half.
And they give it again to Robinson, and he only gets 1, and Houston calls a timeout with 31 seconds left.
Well, the Rick meter is not impressed with Tulsa's effort here, and as you pointed out, Colin, they're going to have to...
They get the ball back.
Excuse me, they will get the ball back, but why waste a possession here? I'm not sure. Which, in my opinion, they just did.
No pressure on the punt this time. They set up the return for Corky. Ooh. He gets to his 40 with 23 seconds left.
Well covered, and they needed to be well covered as Houston still has pretty decent field position.
Axel Raven, SFL, says, why call a timeout there before the punt? Well, you just want to see what you can do, so you want to have much time as possible on the clock. Who knows? They could uncork something magical here.
Well, it does end up inuring to Houston's benefit as they get 23 seconds to work with.
Burr back to throw. Deep, way down the field. Sim with the catch to the 32. And that's the last timeout of the first half.
They suddenly want that one back where they had a staring contest earlier.
As Burr, like a Saturn V rocket, just keeps launching them down the field.
Ooh, good Johnson Houston Space Center referencer there.
And they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the 32.
You can have one more play. One more play.
They go left hash. This will be from close to 50. Snap, spot, kick is on the way, and it is good from 48 yards.
Wow.
Sonny J nails it, and it's now 20-0.
Sonny J Day nails it. Holy smoke. And we're at 20-0 with it being all Houston here in the first half, Colin.
Gabriel Manning is explosive as they come in the return game. I once compared this guy to Devin Esther, and it's easy to see why when you look at the numbers. Here's Manning on the return, spins out of one, but he gets tackled at the 28.
Caught in the grasp. If they hold true to form, it'll be a running play to burn the clock and get us into halftime. That deep throw was to DR Sim again, wasn't it? Was it not for Houston? That set up the field goal?
Yes, it did set up the field goal attempt. Another deep pass to DR Sim. Desperados taking their time. Play clock down inside of 5 at 2. Cross to Stephen McMichaels, and they call timeout with 3 seconds left.
Well, I did not see that play coming. Let's see if they do throw down the field here.
There's Coach Deion Hawkins. He has to be displeased with how this game has gone so far.
Concerned to say the least, and really all it takes is one receiver to slip behind the defenders, Colin, which can happen, and it does happen regularly in the SFL.
They do come out with one receiver. It's Manning. I formation, 2 tight ends. And it'll be a Sunzo Robinson handoff to end the first half. Tulsa's down by 20. The score is 20-0 in favor of Houston as we go to the break. Rick, what is the breakdown?
Well, we'll look at some stats here, but it's been very impressive first half for Houston. And look at that, total yards 268 to 154, 3 sacks for Houston.
-1 rushing yard for the Hyenas. But when you got a combination like Bird to Sim,
they didn't have enough rushing to overcome the 3 sacks.
2 sacks from Alex Perez.
A couple of
pick there from
picks.
Ethan Kai, and they've just thoroughly dominated all the way around.
And Sonny J, the rookie, 2 for 2. You see on the graphic there. Manning for Tulsa on returns at 73 yards, primarily because he had so many opportunities.
Brady Clark led an interception. Sunzo Robinson, 44 rushing yards. Stephen McMichael, 2. Ricky Thornton and Miles Gibson with 4 tackles each. Berto Demora, of course, with a sack. Jake Hughes, just 108 yards. He's had a couple nice passes down the field, but those 2 interceptions, particularly the one he threw to Kai, were more of the costly variety.
Well, let's see what kind of adjustments the Tulsa Brain Trust has for us, Colin, coming out in the second half.
There's the deep pass for Manning. I appreciate the cheering from the crowd of one Mr. Andy Hamilton, whose Vancouver Legion will play later. 269 passing yards for Burr. That's twice as nice. Tulsa will receive the ball first as Sonny J tees it up Gabriel Manning, so far they've kept Manning in check.
Did you say receives the ball? What are you, 12?
Shush. Here's the kick to Manning. Fields it at his 5, and Gabriel Manning, trying to do it all himself, will get tackled at the 30.
I think the proof's going to be in the pudding here in this first possession, Colin. The Rick meter is ready to start predicting a Houston win, but it wants to see what kind of adjustments the Tulsa Desperados may have for us.
They go with 3 receivers in pattern, including tight ends. On the Robinson catches a spinning pass out of the backfield, picks up 2 yards for a struggle tackle made by Markov as well as Kai.
Not a bad idea to throw it to the back. I might like to see them do it on a wheel route as opposed to a sideline. The wheel route for the unsuspecting defense is typically a surprise and not very well defended.
This defense is ready to go. They're fired up. AQ down the middle. There you go. DJ Hume, his first reception of the day. Number 15, welcome to the game, young man. Glad you could have joined it. Glad you can join us.
Another good-looking play for the Tulsa offense.
Just slants over the middle. See a popular pattern, pops it right in between the linebacker and the safety man back there.
Good patience by Q to wait for that to open up.
Manning in the slot. He's a big inviting target there. Instead, it'll be a Sanzo Robinson handoff, and he only picks up a yard.
Sanzo seeing that well defended, trying to find a different hole, runs parallel to the line of scrimmage, ends up getting tackled.
Tackle made.
Make anything happen.
High-low by Jules Simeon. 2nd and 9. Manning in the slot. Gabriel Manning, 6'4", 220.
Hyena's showing pressure.
Q, quick drop, fires it off to Robinson, but beautifully played by the cornerback on that side, Ethan Kai.
Good cat and mouse
No,
there.
that's Marco Swift, correction.
Sorry about that. Good cat and mouse there as Houston shows pressure and then backs everybody off. And JQ, thinking pressure's coming, goes for the relief valve. Produces 0.
They go 4 wide receivers. Trips to the bottom. High snap, Q. Out route, oh no! They needed 10 yards and they got 5 instead from Corey Jones. It's just been one of those afternoons for these
Even with new math, that doesn't add up, does it? Stay in school, kids. By the way, is everybody studying the vocabulary? That's the key to scoring well on your SATs and other standardized tests.
Punt is away. Greg Corky. This time a call for a catch at his own 13.
Well, and the Rick meter is now calling for a Houston win. Houston win at this point. The Rick meter staff is so confident they are heading down to the Walgreens to pick up more Mountain Dew and Pop-Tarts.
Yes, they're fuel, if you will.
That's nerd fuel.
Here's the give to Murray. He stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Well done to string that play out. Catch him in the backfield.
They've tried to involve Murray in the run game, but so far they've had a hard time getting him involved. He's caught a few passes out of the backfield.
Maybe the path for Tulsa to get back in the game flows through the defense. They could use a defensive play or even a score.
Here's Burr back to throw, fires down the field. Pierce with a nice reception to the 29 for the first down.
A lot of attention being paid here at the convention to DBs and their interceptions and their pick sixes.
Justin Reside in the chat, a guy we've worked with on stats before says, oh, Mountain Dew and Pop-Tarts sounds so good right now.
Yeah, the IT guys don't have it wrong, man. 410 calories in a 2-pack of Pop-Tarts and wash it down with your Diet Mountain Dew. You're ready to go.
Back to throw, hit as he throws, incomplete. McHenry, the other defensive tackle, has been a huge player today, made a couple TFLs, therefore that right there he forced a incompletion.
Want to remind all the nerds that have that diet to brush your teeth once in a while. Do us all a favor.
Second and 10. 29 empty look. Trips to the bottom, one to the top. That's Finnemore. And Burr over the middle. Slant caught first down. And a whole lot more. Guess who it is? Greg Corky. Seventh season overall, 4th season with Houston, and the veteran knows how to go and grab the ball out of the air.
Did you see Dave Burr adjust in the pocket as he slides a couple of steps to his right to open up that throwing window?
And very impressive for a rookie quarterback to do that as Murray gets 2 yards for his troubles. He's had difficulty in the run game today. And McHenry once again involved in the TFL.
I'm kind of enjoying the microphone here in the amphitheater at the convention, Colin. I believe this microphone makes me sound better looking and more virile.
2nd and 8. Split backs. Back to throw is Bird. Down the field he goes. It's intercepted. Cameron Shaw picks it off out of the air. Reflection from Ricky Thornton. And he's tracked down at the 46. There's the big play. Tulsa desperately needed.
I got 6 shooters right here for that play on defense for Tulsa. Nice job.
Ricky Thornton with the swat. It was like they were playing volleyball up there. Now let's see if their defense can take it.
Let's see if they can do something besides run the ball.
They've done that effectively. They'll go outside. Manning stays in bounds and picks up 9.
Niner. Did you say Niner? Are you trying to call me on a walkie-talkie?
2nd and 1.
Tommy Boy. Nobody watches Tommy Boy. It's like the 40th pop culture reference right over everybody's head. It's a sleepy crowd here at the convention, apparently.
Second and 1. Hugh in the gun, back to throw. Has to take off and runs up the middle. And therefore he makes sure to secure the ball as it gets knocked down at the 34.
JQ says, screw it. I'm picking up the first down, and takes off. Arthur Bayer giving us a little technical advice on microphones. Thank you very much, and look at this.
Sonzo Robinson picks up 8 yards as he ran over one defender.
Sonzo Robinson. All right. Excited for Tulsa offense to spark up here. Potentially make this a game. Just trying to win a game.
The offense going, start me up. As here's the pass down the middle. Corey Jones with a nice catch down to the 11 in double coverage.
How was that even caught?
304 for Burr, 160 for Q. But Q with a beautiful pass there, right in front of 2 defenders. Tackle made combo-wise by Kai and Rowe.
You know, we were talking about what kind of adjustments they were going to make. Okay, I was talking about what kind of adjustments they're going to make, and I've noticed that Q has had a lot more time to throw the ball.
And Manning catches the outrun and scores the touchdown. And the Desperados are on the board.
And it pays dividends.
Look at this beautiful outcut. Catches the ball, has enough room to turn around and stay in bounds, which is what my colleague here has been harping on all game. And Manning catches that one and drags it in the end zone.
Manning thumbs his nose at Sir Isaac Newton, tiptoes down the sideline, and scores it.
Tulsa has had only one passing touchdown all year coming in, and just now in that play they matched it. J.T. Delaney picked up from the London Knights in the offseason, boots the extra point through. It's now 20-7 to 4, 18 to go in the third.
And there's some real football that was just being played by Tulsa, Colin, as the defense comes up with a turnover and the offense takes it downfield and puts 7 on the board. So don't look now, but Houston might have some things to think about.
Here's Delaney with the kickoff to Greg Corky. He's got a big leg all the way back to the 3 goes Corky. Sets up his blocks, cuts back to the 27. And the SM, and Art the Bear says in the chat, the type of microphone the SM7 was used to record Thriller, of course, one of the greatest pop culture albums of all time. First and 10,
Vincent Price,
27.
nobody gets that one either.
Offset eye. 2 tight ends to the same side. 1 receiver sent to the bottom. Murray gets the carry, spins off 1 defender. And Devon Simeon just about to, he looked like he's about to eat his hat. There he has 5 catches for 132 yards, 2 touchdowns in the game. Here back to throw, Bird down the field, and that's Kyle Fenimore. To the 43-yard line of Tulsa, first down.
Fenimore for a first down and more as they wait for DR Sim to calm down.
That should ease the pain a little bit.
Picks up the yardage that Damon thought they should have had on the previous play.
First and 10 at the 43. 1 receiver to side, offset eye formation. Blitz being shown by the outside linebackers. Pull the guard. Here's Murray up the middle. He spins again and picks up 7. And Devon Simeon looks like he's going to eat his shoe the next time as he throws his hat in furious anger.
I knew as soon as that was happening, there would be a demonstration here at the convention.
2nd and 3. Bird throws it, caught by Fenimore, his 2nd catch of the game in on the drive.
As here comes Houston trying to answer for that surprising Tulsa score.
Oh, Guy Clausen in the chat says Damon's inner coach has awakened, and that's definitely true, my friend. Kyle Fenimore getting involved as the Hyenas first and 10 under center as Bird gives off to Murray, and he gets 2nd in the backfield for a loss of 1.
That brings up 2nd and 11. At the Tulsa 28.
The clock now winds under 2 minutes, and Burr in the gun with 3 wide. Back to throw, and Sim with the catch. He gets yardage up to the 25, and that's by far his shortest reception of the day. Sets up a 3rd and 8. Art DeBerry, you're too kind to see, to say it's nice to see the father-son duo here in the broadcasting booth.
Yeah, thank you, Art the Bear. Very nice of you to say so. We appreciate being your favorite father-son duo.
Here's Bird down the field, and it's going to be intercepted at the goal line. Intercepted at the goal line by Jorge Torres. And Bird trying to go for the bundle, but look where he was tackled, Rick. He was tackled right at the goal line by the doctor himself.
Oh, man. One-hander, too. Also. Man. Well, don't look now, but that's your second consecutive drive snuffed out by the Tulsa defense on a turnover.
They got to be careful here.
Well, Houston not going after him.
Here's Robinson, carries it out to the 6, so they're out of danger as he picks up 5.
Let me get my color guy cliche paper here. Buys him some breathing room with that running play. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll be here the whole rest of the game.
Ashley Jackson with an interesting comment in the chat.
Free play.
Offside free play. McMichael gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. But back to Ashley Jackson. She says, I wish we could have more conventions more often during the year. As a neutral zone infraction penalty is called on Julius Maximus, the rookie defensive end, 6'7", 275. I'm sorry, big fella, but there's no way to hide that you moved early. There's Ethan Kai, the veteran.
More Newton on demonstration there. Once you get that big body moving, it's definitely hard to stop moving.
Ball is at the 11. Q.
No.
Oh. He only picked up 1. Brody Gulch read it like a book and made a textbook tackle.
I might be crazy, but I should have run it on that. Am I wrong? Thanks for the kind words, Ashley. Love you too.
Here's Q. Oh, threw it too far out of bounds for Manning. He must have thought he was playing on one of them CFL style fields.
Did you see him tippy-toe on the sideline coach's box marker? Oh, I still got it. That's good. I'm good.
Clock stopped. 3 seconds left in the quarter.
3rd and 9. Maybe they'll throw downfield here.
Nice post cut or something. This will be the final play of the quarter. It's a JQ Perez! Alex Perez knocking it down, looking for Sanzo Robinson out of the backfield. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Put up your 4s, 86s in the chat. 4s up here in League City. We're in the fourth quarter. It's 20-7. Tulsa down to Houston. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by 8 PM Music.
And we're clear.
Back here at Greenwood District Stadium, it's Tulsa, Oklahoma. Desperados start this fourth and final stanza with a punt out of their own end zone, and Greg Corky will fair catch this at his opponent's 45-yard line.
Now the Tulsa defense goes back to work. They've been surprisingly effective in the third quarter. Let's see what they have on offer in the fourth.
Here's Burr again.
It is different not having Cam chat with us in our ear, isn't it, Colin? Doing it live here at the convention.
It is different for sure, but you get used to it after a while. As Murray explodes up the middle. He picks up 8 yards to the 37, and he holds the ball off as it's there. Look what I got, ma! Just explodes through the hole. It'll be a 2nd and 2. Here's Burr under center, turns against Murray again, and this time he finishes up, breaks 2 tackles, and carries 2 more defenders to the 24, including Jaden Swift. Torres now has 6 tackles plus the interception.
Taking a pack of defenders to bring Murray down when they send him through the line like that. Tulsa has their hands full as Houston's now in a position to at least attempt a field goal.
Here's Burr under center. Turns, gives to Murray, falls to pulling guard. And he did the spin move to the inside, but this time Devon Simeon doesn't jump out of his seat and go stark raving mad like he did the 2 other times as he picks up 3.
Demon's reduced to silently crying at his spot here in the amphitheater.
Bunch to the bottom. Here's the stretch play to Murray. Oh, he spins! He spins again, and this time his forward progress will get him to the 18 to set up a 3rd and 3.
Well, Tulsa's defense is going to need to make yet another play lest they give up a score here, Colin.
Tight end flexed out as the 3rd wide receiver. This is Randy Pierce. He's been busy today. Instead of the Warren Murray handoff, and he won't get the 1st down.
Well, they'll hold him to a field goal attempt.
He must have been watching too many BDG Hollywood highlight reels because he's trying all sorts of fancy spin moves, but instead Sonny J will come on to attempt his 3rd field goal of the day.
Well, everybody wants to be BGD Hollywood, but they can't. Uh-oh. Janky snap.
Sonny J's kick from 33 is good. I see Espen Real lurking in the chat.
You know, Sonny Jace had to be on his game. There was a high snap that could have potentially broken his concentration, and that one was snapped into the turf. Good job on the backup QB to still catch it, place it properly. But as a kicker, you've got your timing, and of course as a kicker, you know, you're a little off anyway, so you don't want to upset them with a bad snap.
As Gabriel Manning on the return, spins inside and gets knocked down at the 30. Man Robinson posted in the chat, he said Murray caught a case of Marshall Regal syndrome, aka going the wrong way.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he did. I think he got tackled backwards. Jumped out of the tackle and still tried to make some forward progress.
Former Tulsa Desperado linebacker Espen Real. Nice to see you in the chat. Very good, sir. As Sons of Robinson will pick his way for 4 yards.
Well, we've ticked under 9 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Who owns the 4th quarter? We're about to find out. Tulsa is trailing 23-7, and the Rick meter is full on predicting a Houston victory. And running plays like that is probably not going to get Houston back in the game, Colin.
Tulsa back in the game.
I'm sorry, yeah. Tulsa, thank you.
Robinson picks up 1, and it's a 3rd and 5. They trying to make the river run uphill, but instead it's falling back down on them. Third and 5, Q under center. France flex out. And here's the throw to Robinson. Robinson ran over Marco Swift like he was a fly. I think he has cleat marks all over his shoulder.
Ragdoll living in a movie. Welcome Steven Tyler to the game.
Bang. Right there, but Alex Perez able to clean up the mess
Who looks older, Steven Tyler or Keith Richards?
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll close that to the crowd after this play. JQ. Oh, the tight end dropped it. That was the backup tight end, Williams.
Q did everything right. Williams just not, for whatever reason, not ready for the ball as it pops in and out.
It is 2nd and 10 ball on the 42.
Good tight ends are so valuable. Showing some pressure. They back out.
Here's Q, jumps off again to Robinson, and that's not going to be helpful. Ethan Kai with another tackle. You see 2 deflections plus an interception for Kai today.
He's had a couple of good tackles along the way.
Are they Mike Mayock tackles?
Tackles.
4 wide receivers. Press coverage. Here's Q back to throw. And down he goes. Sack made by number 98.
With a jump
Chris
shot.
Joseph.
Sack dance. There we go. Haven't seen that one in a while. Of course, the Tulsa faithful still pulling for their team, yell air ball in response to that jump shot sack dance.
And the punt is away. Fielded by Corky, who's tackled almost immediately as soon as he grabs the ball.
A little bit of a Australian rules rugby scrum there. So 5:55 to go, the triple nickel in the 4th quarter. Houston leading 23-7. I want to thank the powers that be at the SFL for putting on a great convention so far, and we still have another day to go tomorrow.
Here is Walker. Stephen Walker makes another catch out of that same play that he had way early in the ball game, picks up 8 yards.
And this commenter would like to congratulate all those who are executing these swing passes a little better than they had been earlier in the game. My brain has stopped melting. Thank you.
A little speed out there. The reception. And this is going to, if things don't turn around in a hurry, it's going to be a backward for Tulsa. I'll get to that in a moment as Murray almost picks up the first down. Tackle made by Demura and Squift.
Hey, shout out to Justin Reside in the chat for bringing up a little Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom style reference to that hyena sack. It's been a long time since I saw a hyena getting on an antelope like that. You're right.
Extra offensive lineman in the backfield.
Replay.
Offside. Doesn't matter. I think Murray picks up the first down, but they'll take the 5 yards.
Why
either
not?
way.
Why not? And too bad they didn't have a pass play called. They could have turned that into something. Everybody knows from their youth football days, there's an offsides, you go long.
It's just been one of those days for Tulsa, unfortunately. The clock continues to tick under 5 minutes now, 4:15 counting. Burr back to throw, fires out to Murray, but he lost a yard trying to make the catch. He probably just should have let that one go.
Yep. And that wasn't his primary target as he was looking downfield, and at the last minute throws it out there. Probably should have just thrown it in the stands. Or maybe run the ball. Houston would love to keep the clock moving here.
You know, if you threw it in the stands, a little lady from Clear Lake might have caught that ball. You never know.
That's right.
I formation. Burr. 7-step drop. Has plenty of time. Throws to the corner. Knocked down by a head slap. Incomplete. 3rd and 11.
There was an called hold on the Tulsa defender, who should have had a sack on the play but couldn't break free from the grasp. But it's incomplete, brings up 3rd and long. One more play for the Tulsa defense on this drive, so they hope.
There you go, dime defense. Burr back to throw, has to dump it out to Murray. Murray has to go a long way, but he can't get there. Tackle made by Julian Valier.
Still a serviceable play, as they'll be able to bring the clock under 4 minutes before they punt, assuming they're on their game. Colin, this one will go into the history books in the series between these two teams as a fairly one-sided affair, I'm guessing.
They've had quite a few games, but looks like Houston will maintain their series advantage as far as games played between these two clubs. It's fair catch is called at the 20 by Gabriel Manning. Actually, Houston will tie up the series at 3 wins apiece for each ball club.
Is that right?
But there's still time for Tulsa to do something. They just got to do it in a hurry. Here's Q back to throw. Slant over the middle. Jason Prince with the reception. And here we go with the hurry up, folks.
The hurry up they didn't exhibit at the end of the second quarter.
Slant over the middle. France again. Jason France all the way down to the 45.
See, they can do it if they put their mind to it. It still is a 3-score game with 3:19 to go.
Throw over the middle this time. It's Hume. He picks up 9.
That was close.
Here's the throw over the middle of France, and it's old De La Salle of run it till they stop.
That's right. And again for a first down.
No, they didn't mark him for a first down.
For not a first down. Throw over the middle again. Yep.
Oh, and Corey Jones drops that one to stop the clock with 2:37 and 3rd and inches. Let me go to my cliche list. Oh, whole playbook open here, Rick.
Nice. I love that. Here's another cliche. The Tulsa fans are wondering where this offense has been all game.
Corey Jones in the slot. They line up from the shotgun. JQ. Ready. Fires it out. And Williams with the catch. He picks up the first down, but he doesn't get out of bounds. He makes up for his drop, but at what cost to his ball club? Q has to throw while jumping in the air. Sanzo Robinson tackled at the 10.
Well, they cannot pick up a first down without scoring. Come on.
Williams spins inside, down to the 3, and they won't get another playoff before the 2-minute warning.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning. You're listening to the SFL Live from the convention here in League City. You're watching Houston taking it to Tulsa 23-7.
Desperado's trying to make it interesting late from a scoreboard perspective. 4 wide, 3rd and goal from the 3. Let's see what they have cooked up here. It's a slant pass touchdown. Corey Jones holds it in from JQ, his 2nd of the day.
That was a good-looking drive, right? They ran hurry up. They first down after first down. Put it in the end zone.
Looks like the offense is staying on the field to go for 2. Let's see what they do here. They go with 3 wide. Q recognizes, changes the play, Now he sets. He throws.
He's got him.
DJ
he does not
was
have
out of bounds. Almost the perfect play, but not quite.
Yikes. I had him. Oh.
Oh no. So close, but yet so far.
Wow. The football gods giveth, and the football gods taketh away.
They're still down by 2 scores.
It's a 10-point game. Stay tuned for your onside kick attempt. Brought to you by APM Music.
JT Delaney, and it goes right to the Houston defender. He gets tackled at the 40.
They get the unfortunate bad bounce as it goes right to the Houston coverage team.
First and 10 at the
A
Tulsa 40.
lot of timeouts to use, so we'll see. Tulsa can force Houston to give them the ball back.
Murray stopped him back for the loss of 1, and now the timeouts begin as Chris Andrews not only made a hit, he was alert enough to turn around and signal for a timeout.
Just a few ticks off the clock.
Second and 11. Walker in at tight end for Randy Pierce. Barr dropping deep in the pocket as to stuff it off to the backup halfback. Number 20, DJ Sim. Houston calls a timeout. As the backups are now in. Barry Bergens completed that last pass.
Tulsa called a timeout. Just need a first down.
Here's Bergens back to pass, and down he goes. Tackled in the backfield for a loss to the 44.
4th and 15. Hyenas are going to have
Philadelphia Collins on the, no, that's Carson Miller on the sack. As he just comes right around the line, and it's like nobody was there.
He's Magellan with a great circle route. Well, Tulsa trying to see what they can do here with not much time left, but hats off to Houston. Impressed with their rookies and their game plan. Game plan consisting of throw it to DR Sim twice for 2 touchdowns and then don't look back.
Here's Adams with the punt. He gets a good one here, and Manning calls the fair catch at the 11. 1:38 to go for also no timeouts, and they're down by 2 scores.
Got a full tank of gas, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Blues Brothers, nothing, nobody. Yeah, thank you.
14 carries, 54 yards for Sonzo Robinson, but JQ will have to put it in the air.
What floor is the tax assessor's office on?
Underneath the DJ Hume, and to get this thing started as they pick up 4. Throws down the field. Almost caught on the ricochet by Hume as Jones knocked that down.
A couple of people had their opportunities.
Mike
Nobody
Jones.
Wants.
Third and 6 when the 15 clock stopped. 1:20.
Come on, let's see a deep strike from the 15.
Here is Q. Knocked down.
Nice.
In a nice way by Josh Rowe.
Just kind of looking back and sees the ball in a place where you can stick that paw up and knock it down. 4th and 6, minute 16 to go. Houston showing they own the 4th quarter.
JQ under center. And that's not going to work as then he goes out of bounds at a 19. And unfortunately for Tulsa, it's all over but the crying at this point.
Julius Mad Maximus in the chat having a chuckle at my DR Sim, Throw to DR Sim game plan, the Houston Hyena version of Pass It to the Italians. Right?
From kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming, nobody, man.
And there we proceed with the kneel downs.
With a big victory formation.
Well, early thoughts related to the game.
You first.
DR Sim.
DR Sim. Damon the man. Who the man? Oh, like I said earlier, there are 8 rookies on the Houston Hyenas 22 plus the kicker squad.
It's
and they're
20
looking good.
men. It's 20 men.
20, yeah, 20. And I'm impressed. Very impressed. Tulsa's got some work to do.
They'll drop to 2-1, which won't help them try to keep pace with the other clubs in the Eastern Division.
Want to thank everybody who's been listening to us online, watching online. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody in the chatters.
And of course, everybody here at the convention watching this game here in Lake City, Texas.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
We're just getting started as the final gun goes off. It is now 23-13. Houston wins. They keep pace in the South. Post game.
We've got a
coming up now. 387 total yards, 335 for Tulsa.
Yeah, not that bad for Tulsa, really, right? What? Why couldn't they
outrush Houston, but in the end, Dave Barr's arm was just too much.
Hey, while you're watching these highlights, quick shout out for 7 o'clock. We've got Carolina at Lone Star coming up, and at 8:45 scheduled Louisiana at Vancouver. Don't forget about that. And 10:30, Espen Real presents Carrier.
Yes,
did I get that right, Mr. Commissioner?
Documentary film that Real himself has been working on as DR Sim points to his hat right in the camera in front of us. And you can't help but be impressed with the man, with Dave Burr, despite the fact that he threw an interception. Warren Murray, 39 rushing yards. As they move to 3-0.
Houston off to a blistering start.
Good enough for them to be, at the moment, atop the South Division ledger.
You know, it's always interesting to see how many games it takes to get yourself into the playoffs, but 3-0 is strong progress towards that first of several goals that Houston has set for themselves.
Houston has allowed 39 points in 3 weeks, according to the tie and player of the game. Drum roll, please, DR Sim. 6 grabs, under 35 yards, 2 touchdowns, 22.5 yards per catch.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you're seeing that correctly. He's your play of the game. For all of us at the SFL, for Cameron O'Brien, our producer, and the crowd here at Lake City, I'm Colin Northup. He's Rick Northup. Have a good rest of your night, everybody.